Hey, this is your friendly neighbor Dr. Jimmy128. I'm going to bring to you a 1 versus 1 between the blue Protoss Bishop and the red Terran SoulMiracle. Hello guys. I just got back from an 11-day vacation. I am rested, relaxed, and ready for some more StarCraft casting. Sorry for not putting any notice on the website or on YouTube. So yeah, now back to casting. I'm very excited because a few of my friends did send me a lot of replays. Bishop here was the one who sent this replay. I'm very excited to cast the games. These are going to be high level Pinoy players, showing what they got on the Asian servers. And yeah, for those of you who do not know, when the StarCraft, what do you call this? When you purchase StarCraft here in the Philippines, we do get access to 2 servers. We can play in the Southeast Asian server and the North American server. And yes, the Southeast Asian servers are a bit more competitive compared to the North American servers. And so yeah, just a little information for you guys regarding our access to both servers. Anyways, this is going to be a very high level match. Bishop is a Grandmaster Protoss and a member of Team Cube. Love Team Cube. And SoulMiracle here, which I believe is also in Grandmasters or high level masters, because it's going to be a high level game. A very nice building placement here from SoulMiracle to prevent any possible, worker harass or any direct path into the worker line. Bishop here going for the very standard gateway, simulator, and cybercore. Are we going to see any 4-gate? Possibly the 3-gate expansion, 3-gate robo, 2-gate robo. Against Terran, I prefer to go 2-gate robo, just because of the possibility of early marauders. So looks like we have a tech lab here going down for our Terran player. But I am not seeing any additional barracks. He's looking to go straight into factory after saving up 100 gas. So very interesting build here from our Terran player. And looking at Bishop, he is now warping, researching Warp Gate, getting out his first stalker. Looks like we have a Zealot here just checking out the expansion. It looks like the Zelnaga watchtowers have been split. Yeah, just curious. Wow, very high APM from both players. It's like we have a Marauder. Is he researching the concussive shells? No, he does not have enough gas for that at the moment. Now getting concussive shells. So will we be seeing an early Marauder push with a couple of SCVs and a Marine? Bishop looks like he is going to apply a bit of pressure with his first 2 units. Let's see what he does. He does decide to push up. He does microback his stalker, and yeah, he was just testing the front. Now the thing about attacking is you are not compelled to commit. If you want to run away, then go ahead and run away. And interestingly enough, Bishop is now grabbing his expansion here. So 1-gate expansion into 2 more gateways. There you go. There's the 3rd gateway. So Bishop here going for gate, cyber, expansion, and 2 gateways. Now looking at the timings of these buildings, once this nexus is gonna be completed, these 2 gateways should come up and warp gate should be done. So very nice little build order there from our Protoss hero Bishop. Now one thing about Bishop, I've been watching some of his games during our meetups with Team Cube. Bishop is a very aggressive Protoss player. He is normally, like, if you're playing Protoss versus Zerg, it's normally the Zerg that harasses a lot, and the Protoss basically sit back and bankrupt their 200 army. But with Bishop, he's the one who dictates the pace of the game, which is very interesting and very rare for Protoss players. So yeah, that's cool. So it's like we have a couple of phalanx here trying to attempt some worker harass, and we have an attack here from uh, from SoulMiracle, or let's say just Miracle. And this one stalker is going to be taken out. We have another stalker here. And looks like Bishop is going to be forced to pull the probes off the line to defend and tank most of the damage, because Bishop doesn't have that many Protoss forces. He only has a Zealot Marine, a Zealot Sentry, and Stalker. However, his Zealot and Sentry do get taken out. He's trying to warp in three more Stalkers here. Looks like Bishop is in a tight spot. He may have to pull off some probes, and he does. He decides to pull off a few more probes here to defend against this attack. He's able to. Now he's trying to get us around here. He must get us around with these probes. And there you go. Very nice micro there from Bishop, able to surround the probes. Marauder, though, not going to take out two probes just before he dies. Like we have more probes here about to be taken out. Going at the Harvester tab, looks like Bishop did have a worker lead, or he had more workers. And now, because of this attack, SoulMiracle has pulled even in the worker count and in economy. However, he can still harass here with his army. Trying to take out a few more probes again, once more, being forced to fight for their lives. And it looks like we have a Zealot Sentry and two Stalkers. Will he be able to take this out? He is warping into more Zealots to block the escape path, and Bishop is able to thwart this attack and repel. However, he is now slightly behind in the worker count, but he does have two bases and two Nexi with Chrono boosting out probes is very imba. Now SoulMiracle looking to grab his second expansion, adding on two more barracks and a factory. So he's looking to go a little bit of mech bio for this game. And is he researching? Yes, he is now researching Stim Pack and Siege mode. So we're going to see Marine Marauder and the Siege Tank. We should be seeing Medivacs as well to help support the stimmed infantry, because they can stim themselves to death if you don't have any Medivacs. So SoulMiracle is poised for another attack right there. However, Bishop does have a slightly larger army, and yep, SoulMiracle does decide to pull back and melee that order to attack. A little Mensk reference. Looks like durable command coming up for SoulMiracle. Interestingly enough, he did not. Never mind. Doesn't matter. Looks like both players are now on 2 base. However, Bishop has been saturating his expansion for quite some time. Now going for 2 forges, looking to get upgrades for armor and attack for his army. Do we have an engineering bay for our current player? No, I'm seeing no engineering bay at the moment. So this is going to be like a big macro stage of the game where both players are just macroing up their army until they decide to push out for an attack, which is exactly what the SoulMiracle has been doing. However, nice observer placement there from Bishop, able to spot this army moving out. Thus, he's able to move. Bishop himself is able to move out. He's going to split his army in half with the force field of Zealots here, trying to go in and wail away. However, the siege tanks are going to push away the Protoss army. One thing you want to be careful with when you fight siege tanks is, even though you win the first battle and then you decide to push again for the kill, if your opponent has a lot of siege tanks sieged up, the 2 or 3 tanks will be enough to take out your army, or take out a significant part of your army, and you will come out behind. So you have to tread lightly when you face these siege tanks. Looks like the 1-1 upgrades for Bishop have now completed. No upgrades yet coming up for our current player. And I apologize, that was still on ×2. So it looks like we have another attack here. The siege tanks are now sieging up, trying to do as much damage as they can. It looks like Bishop here is forced to pull back. He cannot engage this army directly because of the siege tanks. However, the Marine Marauder force looks to be weakening with each and every stim pack used. Without Medivac support, they cannot use stim packs as much as they want. So this is a little Achilles heel here for the Terran army without the Medivac. But we do have a very nice siege spreading of the siege tanks right here. What Bishop needs is more zealots to absorb the damage and So absorb the damage up front so the stalkers can take it. Let's see, check. Looks like he's going to come from the left flank or right flank, wherever you're facing. And I think the Zealots are going to charge in. They do have charge. They're charging in to take out all the siege tanks. So without the tank support, this whittled down army for our Terran player is going to be all the more vulnerable. Number one, no medevacs. Number two, the overuse of drugs. Do not overdo drugs, kids. Do not. So looks like just going to warp in a few more stalkers, and they're going to charge in with the Zealots. The Zealots here are tanking, number one, the damage from the tanks, letting the slash damage hit his own the Terran's own infantry. Thus, he is able to come out of that attack on top. Very, very nice macro. Nice crisis management once more from our Protoss players. Looks like Bishop is now slightly ahead and in control. Like he's trying to force a lift off from this command center. Now, sure, SoulMiracle needs medevacs. He needs a lot of medevacs to help support the stim attacks. If he had 2 or 3 more medevacs, this would really boost his army. Looks like he is trying to. What is he doing with his army? Is he trying to harass the workers? What are they commanded to do? However, they'll be intercepted by the Zealots. These Zealots are going to take out all of the infantry, and the pros being forced to pull, forced to be pulled off the line. And SoulMiracle did just throw away that army there for 1, 2 probe kills. Not exactly the best trade. Could have been a miss micro. Yeah, the army size tab, the Protoss player is now slightly ahead. At the income tab, the Terran player is definitely ahead with SCVs. Looks like he's researching weapons level 1. Scanning here to check out if Bishop has taken the 3rd expansion, which he is currently doing. Looks like he's trying to move out with his army right now. We have a lot of observers here for Bishop. He has 5 observers on the map, so this is going to provide him a lot of vision. So very nice use of observers here. Vision is a resource in StarCraft. So it's like he's trying to take out this command center. Will he be able to get it in the red? No. It's just gonna float to safety. It's like we have a couple of enemies here trying to move out. The observers will spot this though, and with the map sense of these high level players, I am pretty sure that Bishop sees this, and yes he does, because he is currently moving back to intercept. So very, very nice map sense there. Looks like the probes, I wonder where they're going. Long distance mining. If you have a scan here just to check out the army, going to the production tab, we have the 3-3 now coming up for our Protoss player. Terran player is just getting his first weapons upgrade. And taking control of the Zalngaga watchtower and just giving himself more vision. Let's take a look at the vision for our Protoss player. He can see basically the entire map and know what's up. And they have a very oversaturated 3rd base here. So it's like Bishop going to grab his gold expansion. And SoulMiracle just now going to take his 3rd right here in the natural. I like to call it natural 2nd expansion, because of course you have your main, you have your natural, and you have a